Hello, and namaste. Welcome back to my channel, The Reaction Story. My name is Sneha, and in today's video, we have our special guest. He is none other than my lovey-dovey, my husband. So, how is you feeling?
Great.
Okay, so this is your first time. Are you happy?
Yes.
Okay, so in today's video, we are going to react on the night Osama Bin Laden was killed, May 2011. Well, this title is really very emotional and as well as very scary. How you remember this day when we got
Yes,
this
I
news?
remember that day was very emotional for all of us.
Yes.
Very sad day.
Yes, I remember when we
Yeah.
got that news, we were so nervous and, happy and emotional at the same times. And we just, feel that all the people who were killed in the incident of 9/11 incident, they all will get the justice on this day. So this video is really very, going to be interesting. So let's watch and this video together and let's see what exactly happened in that day. So without wasting any time, let's get into this video.
We had a division rivalry between the Mets and the Phillies. The ballpark was full. It was a really lively atmosphere, but at the time I just thought I was sitting down to do a regular baseball game.
We didn't know what was going on. We just knew something special happened. And I don't know how to describe that when you don't know what's going on, but you know it's special.
The afternoon was spent on pins and needles. I wasn't watching sports that night.
Another packed house here at Citizens Bank Park and an awfully nice night for a ball game. Here in Philadelphia, the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies, Sunday night baseball. It's always a rivalry when a New York team and a Philadelphia team get together.
I think for the most part we respected one another, but I think certainly we didn't like each other.
When I was wearing red and white pinstripes, I couldn't stand orange, black, and blue. I just couldn't.
The Mets-Phillies rivalry, it's based on proximity. There's a little bit of a big brother, little brother issue going on, I think.
It's always extra special, obviously. That rivalry was always electric atmosphere.
Even in our production meeting prior to, I remember someone making the point that this is the only show in town. And by that, I mean really the only major sporting event going on across the country. And that's not often the case.
An 0-2 count on the lead. And a swing and a foul tip held by Paulino. Lee strikes out. One down.
At the same moment, the White House announces the presidential
watching the game.
conference.
We have monitors here, watching Twitter on the laptop, and the White House reporters that I follow. They started talking back and forth about the president has called a news conference.
Okay.
Our news editor, Claire Smith, passed a note along at some point to me, POTUS news conference tonight. To me, honestly, I'm locked in on what's going on in the field. I'm not even factoring in what this could mean.
And Young strikes him out as the Phillies leave the bases loaded here in the seventh
Just
inning.
imagine the atmosphere in that day. It's 10:48 p.m., bottom of the 8 innings.
It was a one-run ball game. The tying run was on base, and
People
Ryan
are
Howard's
same
coming
thing.
up. But all of a sudden, you become aware of something else.
I looked down at my phone and I got a text from a buddy who always watched games, and he said, they got Bin Laden.
Bobby nudged me with his elbow and showed me his phone. This isn't in the play-by-play handbook. They don't tell you how to deal with this one.
There were rumors that Osama bin Laden had been, the United States had got him, and that they'd killed him.
Tom Archer, our producer, right away said, we're trying to corroborate it. Don't say anything yet. We're preparing a statement. So you try to put it out of your mind for a second.
Suddenly, the whole tension
They've only got
is
2 hits
out
in this
from the
game.
match.
They've got 3 hits in this game. Mayberry getting the wave. The throw from Bay, not in time, and the Phillies have tied it.
When we understood what was happening and that this was less a rumor and more fact, we said we're going to bring the announcers on camera at the end of the 8th inning.
Ground ball to second, inning over. Some breaking news for those of you who have been with us on the ball game. ABC News is reporting that Osama Bin Laden has been killed, and a presidential news conference is upcoming momentarily.
I think thereafter, we had our eyes open for when that bit of news was going to find its way into the 40,000 plus people who were at Citizens Bank Park.
10:57 p.m., top of the 9th innings.
At the very beginning of the 9th inning, my now wife, fiance at the time, just happened to be on her phone, I guess. It wasn't the most entertaining game for her.
On CNN, an article popped up about, it's not confirmed yet, but it looks like Bin Laden has been killed. And then, you know, I turned to my fiance and said, hey, look at this is something.
My friend next to me, she suddenly lets out a, oh my God, we killed Bin Laden. After that, it just, everything changed.
Got a chant of USA as the news goes through the crowd.
There were 2 events going on at once. One was a baseball game, and one is a hugely significant world event, which people, one by one, are finding out about around the ballpark.
People were actually...
Atmosphere was totally changed.
Once the word started to leak out, we were told to find people sharing cell-phone information with people beside them, find people that were excited, jumping up and down. That night, it was pretty easy to find
people are
good shots.
That's when I decided to pull out my phone. It just kind of struck me as this is like a once-in-a-lifetime kind of moment.
USA, USA. USA! Wow. The audience was so cheerful.
There's no place in the world right now where there are more Americans gathered than in that ballpark. And they were all experiencing this rush of emotion simultaneously and spontaneously. The players, of course, had no idea what was going on.
Very rarely do you hear USA chants break out, you know, out of nowhere. So it's kind of just a bit of a state of confusion, then you get locked in for your bat.
And I'm thinking, what national team's playing and who they playing and who they beat?
Okay.
Was there a
so
soccer
actually
game
the
going
players
on?
have no idea.
I thought maybe there was a hockey game going
on the
I was
stadium.
confused, and it kind of took me off of what I was doing.
Just missed outside of the knees. Then a base runner for the Mets here in the 9th inning at a 1-1 tie. Wright is running and steals it. Let's go down to field level with Wendy Nix. Wendy?
Well, Dan, you're exactly right. As word begins to filter through the ballpark about Osama Bin Laden, the players, at least in the Phillies dugout, are clearly unaware. They don't have the same devices that we have. I was directly adjacent to the Phillies dugout. They're looking at me, you know, and they're looking at each other, and they're looking at their manager. And the obvious question, do you know what's going on?
And here comes the USA chant again.
Okay. So the players were actually, you know, very worried about it. Why are the audiences so, actually the atmosphere
We
is
didn't know
very
what was going on. We just
confused.
knew something special happened. And you're in an out, but you're in an in. You're a part of it, but part of what?
USA.
USA.
Jason Bay is going to be the batter.
I got no idea what's going on, and I'm Canadian, you know, and I'm thinking, I've been called a lot of things, especially in Philly, but, you know, the USA thing, they're trying to get under my skin.
2 on, 2 out. Bay the batter, tied at 1 in the 9th inning.
USA missed him.
In the air to center field. Inning over.
Everybody's coming into the dugout, and we're all kind of looking at each other, and obviously the chants are still going, and we're sitting there going, okay, what's happened here? And the trainer kind of breaks the news to all of us.
That's kind of how it spreads, is by that word of mouth. Obviously, no question, the baseball game becomes secondary to, the news and the president, addressing the country, a few minutes after that.
The White House has just announced that the president will address the nation about 1 minute from now.
Very intelligent.
Good evening. Tonight, I can report to the American people and to the world that the United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama Bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda, and a terrorist who's responsible for the murder of thousands of innocent men, women, and children.
What we remembered right away was the chants that we started hearing outside the White House. And my working assumption is that if people had gathered that quickly outside of the White House, chanting USA,
really
USA,
very proud
across the
moment
country,
for all
the same
the
thing was taking
Americans
place.
and for the
All
whole
people are safe, but very friendly.
The Mets a strike away from victory.
Okay, so it's the next big early morning. Next week.
Got him. The breaking ball to get him Mayberry, and finally the New York Mets hang on to beat the Phillies 2-1 tonight.
Here we are, a team from New York, a team from Philadelphia, rivals, playing one another, trying to knock each other's teeth out, but the game isn't that significant anymore.
It's weird,
the
just being able to high five and hug Phillies fans and have that common ground. Fans are supposed to
Just
be enemies.
imagine the
All of a
atmosphere
sudden,
of the
it
stadium.
became a moment of celebration, a moment of pride.
For one night, it wasn't Philadelphia, New York, it was the United States of America coming together. That's something special.
Wow. May 1, 2011. Memorable day in the history of America.
Great.
Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Just one word, wow. This video is really very amazing and, very interesting. What is your feeling?
I am just only one word, speechless.
Yes, completely. This is really, we just, right now we're feeling very speechless, and I must say, as a human being, we can feel the emotions and the vibe of all the Americans on that day. And I must say that Barack Obama, had earned so much of respect in the heart of the people, and especially we all appreciated his work. So really Barack Obama done a fabulous job on that day. This is really very sensitive news, and I'm not watching generally I'm not watching news very much, but on that day we were just just tugged our TV remote and we just watching news, and we can't actually believe in that news. But really the feeling is very awesome, because when you feel that all the people who were killed in 9/11 attacks, they all will get the justice on that day, and the feeling
The mission
is awesome.
The mission is not easy, but they are very.
Yes, completely. The mission is really very, I can say that the mission is very stressful. How, stress they have on that day, and the very big responsibility on the shoulder of Barack Obama. So the hats off. This video is bring so much of tears in our eyes. So right now we are feeling very emotional, because we can feel the vibe of all the Americans. So I really enjoy this video. So you just really like this video?
Yes, great.
Yes, this video is really very great, and I hope that you guys also enjoy this video and enjoy our reaction on this video. And if you like this video, then don't forget to subscribe this channel and hit the like button, and give me your response, your views about this video in the comment section below. I will definitely read all your comments. So thank you very much for watching this video. Till then, be happy, stay cool, goodbye.